Hello everybody, welcome to the West Real Estate Program. The program that gives you all the best information you need to know about real estate, buying, selling, renovating, you name it, we look into it. And the advice is given by professionals involved within the industry. That's the key. Oh yes. This week, I'm at the gateway to Midland. Well, it's Midland Gate. Geez, I was close. Anyway, here's what the rest of the team are up to this week.
It's all happening in the city of Perth at the moment, and today I check out the latest in resort-style apartment living and catch up for a chat with one of Perth's most popular builders.
I check out an exciting new hotel and residential development in East Perth.
And I discover how to deal with the increasing complexity of the home loan market.
Thank you, team. But first, I'm meeting the CEO of the professionals, the wonderful Dave Hobbs, here at the Midland office. Nice office, freshly painted, looks good. Oh, Dave. Dave.
Pete, how are you?
Good to see you again, Hobbo.
Welcome to Professionals 5-Star Realty Midland.
It's beautiful. It's very
Beautiful,
nice.
isn't it? Better than my office.
I'm much better than your office. It kills it.
It does, mate.
Tell us about property management. Would I be making a mistake if I wanted to look after my own property?
Pete, do you watch current affair programs? Because every night they're full of danger. People whose properties have been thrashed. So, look, I don't recommend anybody manage their own investment property. It doesn't cost that much to get someone else to manage it, and it takes the risk out of it.
Yeah, right.
So, professionals, we manage more than any other group in WA, 17,000 properties, and we want to be the go-to brand in property management.
You're hiding all the Midland stuff from me, aren't you?
Come and have a look. Come and meet the principals
Okay.
of this business. Come with me.
The ones that they
The engine room.
If they painted it, they've done a great job.
Done a great job.
Get them to your office. Yours is
That's not good. Mine is a joke.
Well, look at this, Dave. Nice. Impressive. Dave, there's a couple of girls looking at us, Dave. Do you want to talk
They're
about
only human, Pete.
I know, because they look so awesome, Dave.
Come and meet the girls, the principals of Professionals Midland.
They're the principals.
Maria?
Gee whiz. Hello.
Hello.
Peter, Maria, is it?
Yes, pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Mwah, I'm going both sides. Mel. Mwah, mwah. Tell
are you?
us, I'm great, thank you. Thanks for having me. And tell us about the professionals in Midland and why it's such a great place to work.
The team. I mean, we've got the brand behind us. Professionals is one of the top leading brands around.
Yeah.
And the team that we've got behind us to actually support us in property management as well as sales.
Fantastic.
It helps with the infrastructure that we're actually got growing here in Midland.
Great.
A lot of commercial downstairs, residential upstairs.
And the properties I'll be looking at today?
Yes, we've got a lovely property at Jane Brook at 66 Silver Princess Way, and Helen will be showing you through that one.
Great.
And then we have a unit in John Street, unit 129 in John Street, that Roberto Notti will be showing you through. So
Roberta, I love that name. Roberta,
yes,
I love that.
yes. Also a born and bred young man.
Midland man.
Midland
A
man.
young Midland man. Here's Sarah at Queen's Riverside.
We've all done a bit of travelling, seen movies and lusted after the lifestyles of the rich and famous. And now a new development right here in WA is going to change the way some of us lucky Aussies will be living. It's called Queen's Riverside, 1 hotel and 3 residential towers. And with 50% of the apartments already sold in its first release, there's still a chance you could be living the inner city dream, and you won't believe the price. Queen's Riverside is a major component of the East Perth redevelopment, which is set to become one of Australia's most desirable inner city locations. For those who are yet to encounter the developer, Fraser's Property, their award-winning portfolio spans the globe with incredible architectural feats. Hi Janine, this is such an exciting new development. Can you tell me what it will be like to live there?
It's a little bit like living in a 5-star hotel. We've got a beautiful Port Cochure area, and that's manned 24 hours a day with a concierge, and that can be quite comforting, particularly if you're living alone. You've just got that point of contact. There'll be a strip of cafes and restaurants known as Eat Street, and a spectacular piano bar right in the hotel lobby that everyone can use. There'll also be room service available in your apartment. Now that brings a whole new dimension to apartment living.
hard to believe the starting price on one of these gorgeous apartments.
$545 for our two-bedders, but there's lots of two-bedders to choose from, lots of different layouts and different price points. Even our studios are priced from $340, so there's heaps to choose from.
And what are some of the highlights?
Well, there's beautiful fit outs that you won't see in other apartments. Now, particularly there's fully ducted centralised air conditioning. Now that means there's no compressor sitting on your balcony, so you've got a nice quiet space, you can close off the shutters and you're protected from the wind.
With Perth's beautiful Swan River foreshore as the backdrop on the doorstep of the Eastern Gateway to the city of Perth, it leaves little to be desired. Janine, the apartments are going to have such an incredible view.
Absolutely, they've got protected river views on the southern side, and toward the east the river curls right around toward Burswell, so you've got really pretty views that side as well. And northerly overlooks Queen's Garden. You'll get a lot of winter light as well, which is really nice.
What's the timeline for this project?
Well, it's well underway. The hotel will be open toward the end of the year, and the rest of the development will be finished in 2014, just in early 2014, so not too far away.
Fantastic. The Queen's Riverside display apartment is open every day from 12 till 3, so why not join the new top end of town and come check it out? To find out more, you can go on their website, call 1-800-QUEENS, or of course you can follow the links at westrealestate.com.au.
Win warmth with Half House and West Real Estate. If you're feeling a bit chilly this winter, you could find the answer in this weekend's West. Get the code word inside West Real Estate in the Weekend West today, then go to the website westrealestate.com.au, register your details for your chance to win a heating package including a gas log fire and outdoor heater. Valued at $10,000, you'd be crazy not to enter.
Just putting entry form into the half house heating competition for my neighbour who's very old. She's old school. All you have to do is go to the website, really, westrealestate.com.au, and follow the prompts. It's much easier that way. Anyway, after the break, Lisa's going to get some very sound financial advice. Join us then. It's raining in the heart of Midland. That's a good thing. Welcome back to the West Real Estate program. Midland's got a lot at the moment. It's got some new apartments, it's got some old gear. I'm liking the vibe. But first, here's Lisa with some wonderful financial advice.
Every week on the West Real Estate program, we catch up with David Devonish from Smartline Mortgage Advisors to get his expert advice on some hot money topics. And this week, we're talking about refinancing. Welcome back, David.
Thanks, Lisa.
Now, with the wide selection of home loans available, many people are choosing to refinance their loan. So what are the benefits of refinancing?
Well, the biggest benefit is typically accessing lower interest rates and lower fees on your loan. But there are other benefits, of course. Consolidating debts is obviously is a popular choice.
Yep.
You might even be able to borrow more from a new lender than your current lender.
And what's involved in refinancing?
First thing is sit down with your broker and have a chat about your current circumstances and where you want to, what you're planning to do in the future. Once we've done that, we can then sit down and assess all the loan options, pricing, fees and all that sort of thing.
Sure. And how much can you really save, and is it worth all the effort?
Well, you'd be surprised. On a typical $300,000 loan, a saving of 0.25% in the interest rate can add up to several $100s a year.
Wow.
So there are big savings. And the good news is that it's also possible to refinance without any cost.
Yeah, great. Well, thanks again for your time. And where can people go for more information?
Best place to go to the website, Lisa. Stacks of information there. Everything you need to know about finance is all there.
You might remember last week on the show, I was showing through Slab and Garden City's brand new store right here in Bayswater. Well, this week, as my tour continues, I've come armed with a question. Once I've picked out what I want, how do I get it home? Perhaps you're chasing limestone blocks, lawn dressings or letterboxes, manures, mulches or mushroom compost, pavers, pebbles or potting mix, or soils, sleepers and stepping stones. Somehow, it needs to be carted. Haddon, thanks for joining me. Another glorious day for gardening. Of course, to grow you need water, we've got plenty of that. I've chosen out some nice gardening soil, I've got some pavers, I've even got some pear caps. Biggest problem now is how do I get it home?
There's a couple of choices, Dan. We do have the free courtesy trailer which you can borrow for a couple of hours or we can deliver, whatever you require.
So you could cater for larger landscaping projects?
Absolutely, Dan. Yeah, we can, whatever size people need, up to bigger trucks.
Yeah, right. So like this guy in the background?
Yeah, even bigger. We can do a six-wheeler as well.
You got bigger trucks than
that?
Yeah. So 7 days a week, are you open? Or?
Absolutely, yeah. So whenever you need us, we'll be here.
Come rain, hail, shine, you're here.
As we've proven, yes, that's true.
Good to hear. And the prices are surprisingly cheap too. To find out more, go to westrealestate.com.au, follow the links.
How relaxing is the rain in Midland? In fact, Midland is actually quite relaxing to hang around in. It's good. Thank you, Dan, by the way. After the break, I'll be back with my friend Roberto from the Professionals. He's nice too. He's reasonably relaxed. Welcome back to the West Real Estate Program, my friends. I'm about to knock on this door and meet a wonderful man called Roberto from the Professionals. Come on, Roberto. Nice name. Roberto.
Peter.
Oh, love it.
Nice to meet you.
You too, man.
Excellent. Come in.
I can.
Please.
Oh, straight away is good.
Come through, Pete.
Like it already.
Isn't it spacious?
It's got some space.
It has. They're huge.
Look, there's so many things I like straight away. I love your look.
Thanks,
straight off the bat.
thanks, Peter.
I love the colour tones in here.
It's great.
Tell us about Midland.
Midland, it's such a booming place to be at the moment. There's a lot of young families moving here and the infrastructure's just growing every day.
It's got a big shopping centre, hasn't it? It's got a massive
shopping centre, yeah, it's huge. It's just getting bigger and bigger every day, as I said.
So, and it's in sort of a transition mode, isn't it? Because there's still some quite big blocks out here, but they're subdividing a lot and building these wonderful villas.
Exactly what we have here today. This is our typical villa in Midland, and you know, they're normally 4 on a site, so they're getting the big blocks that you see. If you come into Midland, you'll see the big blocks, and you'll see the old mum's house, and that's been knocked down, and these beautiful villas are getting built.
And how much for this villa?
This one's on the market at $375.
See, I would have said 380, and it's gone cheaper than I thought. Unbelievable.
It's a great buy.
It's got aircon, it's got all the stuff you need.
Yeah, it's 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, double garage, high ceiling. This one particular is a street frontage villa, so it really has got some space.
Beautiful, Roberto. Now I've got to catch up with a colleague of yours, Helen, from she's in Jane Brook.
Awesome.
A wonderful house over there, which I'm going to have a look at in a minute. But first, we're going to talk to Dan. He's looking at some apartments in the inner city area. Whoa, get your wallets out, people.
You don't have to be a trained observer to realise there's a lot happening in Perth at the moment. And yes, you might think it's kind of overdue, but this is one CBD that's settling in for a facelift. You know, the thought of that really excites me. The first hole's already been dug at Elizabeth Quay, then there's the CityLink and the Riverside projects. Imagine, in a few years' time, what this city will evolve into at its maturity. Imagine what it'll be like to live in. In fact, let me show you. I've been given the honour of revealing the latest luxurious resort-style offering by Perth's leading apartment developer, Finbar. Now, there's a lot to cover in very little time, so I'll start at the top, location. Closest first, the Perth Mint is across the road. Then there's the Swan River, it's just a block down there. It's a short stroll to His Maj and the WA Art Gallery, and if you work in the city, forget long commutes to the office, take advantage of the free bus service. At this point, you might be thinking, hey, this is good. So show us what it looks like. Less talk, more pictures, mister. Unfortunately, I can't, because at the moment it's off the plan. This luxurious lifestyle won't be ready until the first half of 2014. So the only picture I can give you is the one I'm about to paint, with a little help. So Ian and Neil, obviously this is just the beginning of the development, but are they selling well?
Extremely well, yep. We've sold 85 apartments to date.
Why is that, do you think?
We've started to see investors coming back into the marketplace, which is due to the strong demand from corporate tenants.
So we're going to have to use our imagination a bit, but obviously there's quite a few plans for this place. So I mean, what sort of things will be featured?
Apartments facility is pretty much like a resort-style hotel. It's got the solar-heated lap pool, it's got a fully equipped gym, lounge, and it's got a sauna, it's got meeting room and water features. So it's pretty much living in a hotel-style apartment.
Inside these beautiful 1, 2 and 3 bedroom apartments are stylish kitchens fitted with European appliances and glass splashbacks. Multi-split aircons flows through all bedrooms and living areas, leading you to the sweeping vistas from every balcony. You know, this place has really got me thinking. Who would best suit this deluxe resort-style apartment development? Well, firstly me, but then after that, I suppose, those wanting low maintenance, lock and leave lifestyle perhaps. Tell you one group that'll be taking notes though, investors. Inner city apartment rents are booming. If you'd like more info, go to westrealestate.com.au, follow the links.
I'm here with our favourite real estate expert, Mr. John Percadani from Realmart. Welcome back, John.
Thank you. Nice to see you again.
Now, at the moment, there are a lot of first home buyers who are wanting to upgrade, but not quite sure whether to invest and renovate in the property they're already in, or whether to build or buy a new property. What would you suggest?
I probably would favour upgrade buying over renovating.
And why is that?
Because I think often the decision around renovating is an emotional-based decision rather than a business-based decision.
Okay, so what are some of the traps that people fall into when renovating?
I think that what you need to do is to understand there's two types of renovations. One is obviously the soft furnishing, redecorating, and you can have great impact by focusing on lighting and decoration and so forth. When you start entering into structural renovations, obviously we're having a big capital expenditure, and I think that's when people can go astray.
Okay, so it's worth getting a professional on board and sort of, talking about how to invest your money right. Is that right?
Yeah, I think there are two sides to that as well. I think in terms of whether it's the light renovation or the structural renovation, I think getting good design input from day one is very, very important. It's worth spending that money. But also I think getting the advice of a property professional to come in and say, well, what's your property worth today? What's your property going to be worth once you renovate? I think that's absolutely key to getting it right and making sure you put the money where it's going to have the biggest impact for you.
Absolutely. So is that a service that the people at Realmart can offer?
Yeah, sure. We invite people to contact one of the Realmart agents, and we'd be happy, whether it's an investment property or an owner-occupier property, come down and give us some advice around appraised values and give us some advice on how best to spend that money.
Fabulous. Well, I'm sure your phones are going to be running off the hook, so thanks for that, John.
Fantastic.
Now, if you're looking for an advantage, whether you're buying, selling or renting your property, make sure you check out realmart.com.au.
I'm kicking back, having a coffee at Midland with my good mate Greg from Aquatechnics. Greg, lovely to see you, brother.
Good to see you too, Peter.
I heard we had a winner.
We had a winner. The winner went down to Aquatechnics in Joondalup yesterday, chose the pool, very excited, fantastic to be involved.
Great. Would you do it again?
Love to do it again next year.
Brilliant, man. That's great. That means I could have a job next year. This is good signs, Greg, good signs. Well, don't forget about the competition we've got going at the moment for half-house heating. Get involved, get a copy of the West, find the code word. After the break, I'll be back from Helen with the professionals and in beautiful Jane Brook. We'll see you then. Welcome back to the West Real Estate Program, my friends. I'm with Helen from the wonderful people at The Professionals. How are you, Helen?
Good, how are you?
Where are we? What suburb am I in?
We're in the wonderful Jane Brook.
Beautiful. And it's a lovely looking home I'm standing in right now. Tell us about the home.
It was built by Impressions in 2006.
Mm-hmm.
It's brick and iron. It's roughly around 230 square metres of living.
Great.
It's a 4x2 plus activity, below ground pool, ducted aircon, reticulated, all done for you.
It's got the lot.
It's got the lot.
It's even got a babbling brook at the back here.
It has, so you've got, you don't have anyone behind you, you've got nice greenery to look at.
Beautiful. And what's in the area? Have you got pools, there's schools, you know?
You got lots of, you got 4 schools in the area. You've got local shops.
Access to the wineries or what?
Oh, you've got beautiful wineries. You've got Chapel Farm, Jane Brook Estate Winery. 10 minutes drive to Midland, catch a train, go to the city within 25 minutes. Close to the airport.
It's great.
It's a great area to
Now,
live
can I
in.
guess on price? Can I guess on price for you?
Yes, go.
I reckon in this area, and I've been around a fair bit lately, Helen, I'm giving it, say, mid-5s.
Oh, you're almost on the money.
Really?
Almost on the money, yep. You're
Jeez,
doing
I'm
great.
good, Helen. Come on, give it to me. Thank you very much. I tell you what, we're going to go to Dan now, who's talking to Craig Gemmell from Gemmell Homes. He's a wonderful man and always gives great advice. Here he is.
How many times have you had friends say, yeah, we built a house, it's under budget, had a schedule, went swimmingly? Can happen. It's all about being informed. To help us make the right decisions, I'm about to catch up with the man who proudly stands behind the houses he builds, Craig Gemmell. Craig, mate, good to see you again.
Dan, how are you?
Good, good. So I guess With the entire process of building a home, you've got to start with the block of land, don't you?
Yes, exactly, Dan. You've got to work out where you're at in this point in life. Do you want a large block? Do you want a more cottage style lot? That's the starting point.
What's a cottage?
A cottage lot is generally the smaller type lot, so narrower frontages, a little bit deeper, but generally for the smaller homes.
Okay, are they popular at the moment?
Very popular at the moment because they present an affordable option for people. So whether you're downsizing, whether you're just a young family starting out, they're a very, very good option.
So I guess the other thing to consider would be where you build your home, where your lifestyle is, so location.
Look, I think that's very important. Location is the key. Do you need to be close to schools? Do you need to be close to services? Are you car reliant? Do you want public transport access? So these are all things to consider when you're looking around for that perfect block of land.
Oh, thanks, Craig, and we'll catch up with Craig next week when we choose the right house to put on that perfect block. Cheers, mate.
Thanks, Dan.
Singing, dancing in the... Oh, wow, that was great, Dan. Thanks a lot. That's all we've got time for this week, my friends. We trust you enjoyed the program. Don't forget to get it to Midland. Changed a lot. Things are good out here. It's wet, though. Oh, don't forget about the Hearth House Heating Competition. Get a copy of the West, find the code word. And if you want to find out about anything you've seen in today's program, go to the website westrealestate.com.au. Follow the prompts. We'll see you next week. Bye.
And that's a wrap.